Right, people, real talk. We have problems. Yay! I love problems. No. So we've got an engine light on that is kicking up on this car, of course. And I tried both my scanners and they were not scanning the car. Now, someone in the comments will be like, yeah, that's because it runs Nissan, rada 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 rada. I know that's actually bullshit because I've pulled codes off this car before. That was my sanding sponge. It's gone. You shouldn't eat that. Bullshit. So the first thing I actually have to check is if this has any battery. Second thing, I'm pretty sure it's a fuel issue due to the fact is it ain't got any. So today we're going to be doing, undoing, I should say, a whole lot of work that we did because we have a piece that needs to go underneath and do stuff. I think it's actually sitting over here somewhere. Oh, you're going to be like that. So what I'm trying to say is we need to get, where did it go? Sheer panic. Where did it go? Hello? Sheer panic. Stop panicking, it's fine. So this is what we need to put back in. I think I I've probably got footage of me half fixing it. I think I need to find a bit of it still. I think it may still be attached to the car. But basically we did a quick weld job on it. This needs to go over here. I don't think you can see over there. I can't even see what the GoPro can see because you're all the way over there. You probably can't even hear me because GoPro. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is this fucking thing, don't worry about the blue. Just shh. Okay? You don't need to know about that yet. Okay? Or what that noise is. You don't need to know. Okay?
Okay, it's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay?
Anyway, so that needs to go here somewhere, beneath this headlight and behind this panel. Problem, panels on the car, lights here. Now, also another problem, one of the indicators is, well, it's just hanging about. So we need to fix that as well.
What? What's going on?
I'm just waiting for a mate.
I need to tear apart the whole front end of the car again after putting it back together. Fine. First, we need to know if this car is going to run today to just get it enough to back up. No. It's turd. Like, well, it's bigger than a turd, but it's like a really big turd. You know what I mean? Like Bono. Hey, look at that. Found a battery that might work. Anyway, because I can probably buy one off of like, you know, it'd work real good. Like, you know what would work fan-fucking-tastically? Is if, you actually hook the battery up.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Right, let's see if it'll reverse. Right, so we've got a new problem. So it's all back together. I'm missing a couple of bolts and I thought I was missing pieces, but I'm not. And I've discovered probably a new crack, if not. We need to, okay. That's not good. It's a little big hole. So we need to fix this. Now, I believe they were on the same plane, so that should be easy to sort out. Let me walk you through that real quick if we have enough battery to do so. Hello, we do have enough battery to do so. So what I'm going to do, see a bit of flat bar there, but I'm going to use that. We'll drag you in tripod, coming through a door. Not the most handiest. Fuck was that? Rubbish. I stand on it every time. I'm like, what is it? It's the ignition barrel from your ride-on lawnmower project that's gone down the toilet. Stare at the sky, Jimmy! Anyway. So, what I'm thinking is I'm going to woohoo! Those are thinners. Is support that on there somehow or another. Maybe some on the end here or on this end where there's no thing. Like this. Like this. Hey, a magnet! Support this up here. Somewhere where I can work on it. This way, sorry. So that holds it there. The clamp should hold it fairly okay. And then come around this side. We will plastic weld this back on as best as we can. Yes, we're just going to have to fight through the filth, which is a shame. And then build a tab on this side with some plastic. For that, we need some plastic. Now, we grab a piece of old bumper. This is off the N GA3 logo. You know what a GA3 logo is. My homies stick here at this particular bumper because I remember chopping this bumper up, and I do have a bit of the bumper where the tag was with what this is actually the same material as this. Now, if I can plastic up, cut this, pick the plastic up together to create a pull and to put it together. Now, you can go out and smooth it and do all that stuff. There's no real point because, well, you're not going to see this anyway. Easy. Vice grip. Oh. Doesn't have to be insane. Really tight. Just needs to be enough what we can do. Basically that. Right. Okay, so it's gonna work, boys. We really should have measured the hole. Whoops. But that's not a bad thing. So, what I'm gonna do is cut another bit. That's just gonna lay down. You probably can't even see what I'm talking about, can you? We're gonna cut another bit that goes from here to here, and then just gussets this all together. So therefore, we're not just dependent on these two smudges here. We get a full, you know, a half decent weld here. Listening to Slipknot. While I'm trying to plastic weld. That's probably not a fantastic idea. PTG! It's not flexible. It's actually very brittle. See, when you learn where a material comes from, you pretty much learn like why it's the worst for use case scenarios. Like ABS, it has its pluses, but I think as I probably showed you on my, if you're watching my channel regularly, you would have seen on my van that I use PVC instead of ABS for some door cards, and they turned out actually half okay. Would I do it again? Fuck no. Oh, my lungs are already toast, so don't you worry. That ship has sailed. See if I can get you in. Decent view. This is why I need either like a headband. Hello? Hello? Because I looked at the price of the chesty and I was like, oh shit! Isn't that good? Because I know what I can do with a chesty. I can, or even a head mount if I could, rig it up, and then I can put the camera on an external battery, which lowers the internal temps inside the camera. And therefore, we can film for even longer. And it's just more editing, which is just fine. So, what I'm looking for is washers, two pops, maybe slightly longer. I think one of them needs to be slightly longer than that. Gotta go through that. Gotta go through that thing in the jag. But once that's on like that, that's a washer. That washer should be okay. Now, let's go find the actual part. I've put it down again. Congratulations. I'm an moron. I'm just hoping my hole's in the right place. Otherwise, I have to do that all again. Like, all again. Oopsie! Whoopsie poopsie! I think that'll work. Yeah, it'll work. Nice. Sweet. So that's sorted. Let's have a look. Let's just show you. Boop. One in, one in. Yay! Now, here's my next thing. Do I make protection for it? Because evidently, you can see I've had to weld here, and where its holes were, it's been pushed back, right? Like as if it was in a accident with a large solid object. The vacuum system back together like it should be. As you can see, fits up really nice, fits in there, bumper's gonna hide it. Now what I was saying was, maybe I should build a protector for it that comes out and around it as well, that is a bit more solid, just like a bar that fits. Problem, that bumper rides right up against that to be able to do that, but this is where it took the impact. The initial impact was here, and it shoved it that way. That's why that broke off, and it just went like that. And that's why it broke, which is really annoying. Just that's why I want to maybe put like a piece of bar around it, but you can't because it's too tight to do that, so that's okay. What are those CVs doing? Oh, they're fine. Those boots are good. Rack boots are fine. Leaking, fine. Tie rod ends could use some work. What are those ball joints doing? Sorry, back to ball joint doing. It's fine.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That's back on, tighten those back up, and then we'll start prepping the panels and stuff. But I want to make a GoPro chesty so we can do that with the GoPro on and find a battery pack. So that's what we're going to go do right now. In fact, I'm going to go see if I can find some strapping, some clips, and yeah, and then we'll just make a plate out of something. I have plenty of somethings around that we can make a plate out of. We can make it custom cool as well. So let's do that instead of this. I will finish this right now, but yeah, let's make a chesty and then let's get back on with the car. All of this to get to that.